Let's see what's going on. I see. All right, bet. So, yeah, peace, power, protection, prosperity to the people. Welcome back to Hack the Matrix 2026. Hack the Matrix 2026 is our metaphysical day planner. We're not doing New Year's resolutions no more. We're hacking the Matrix, all right? Hack the Matrix 2026. Our metaphysical day planner, we're using this as a device, as a means. This contains concentration exercises and a very special branch of numerology that contains the codes to the matrix. All right. We are consolidating and organizing our energy in such a way that they become manifesting. You know what I'm saying? Like fingers on the hand that become a fist in which we can positively impact ourselves and others in our environment in a very real and effective way. And the more that we grow and progress through this practice as individuals, the more it's going to spread to others. And the more of us are going to light up like nodes on a grid that we can even further positively impact our environment. All right, choose your destiny. Let's keep going. All right, today is day 5 of Hack the Matrix. All right, 2026. This is the shadow of the new year. This is the shadow of the new year. 2025 was a 9-year, right? We can look at this like the Star Wars trilogies. We was just talking about this. You know what I'm saying? You had episode 1, A New Hope, right? And that was the first movie of the first Star Wars trilogy. And then we came out with The Phantom Menace sometime later. And that was the first movie, the first entry in the second trilogy. But that second trilogy ended up being a prequel trilogy. So instead of being a sequel, it was the prequel. So the first movie became the fourth movie, right? And then The Force Awakens. The Force Awakens, that was the first movie in the third trilogy, and that closed out a cycle of 9. This year is 2026. 2 plus 2 is 4. 4 plus 6 is 10, right? Somebody did one and was like, this is an 11-year. That's cool. I mess with it. But you collapse that 10 into a 1. That 10 collapses into a 1. This is a new beginning. This is the first episode. This is the first episode. First episode of the new trilogy, the new series. You see what I'm saying? The first movie. The first movie in a 3-year cycle. The first movie out of 3. This is a new hope. This is the new beginning. You will achieve your wildest desires. It doesn't matter what the target is, what the obstacle is. We are capable. We are capable. Let's become that fist now. Let's become that fist. Day 5. Hack the Matrix 2026. All right. Module. Network resonance and co-creator sync. All right. Mission brief. Activate the causal chain protocol. All right. Okay, I had to take that. Yeah. Activate the causal chain protocol operator today. You. This is all you, and it's all here for you. All right. You will hack the cascade of reality. Your focus shifts from single points of data to the informational ripple effect your consciousness triggers. Every interaction you have with the matrix alters its code. These is relationships. These is relationships. These is relationships. That's exactly what they are. All right. So alters its code, creating a chain of cause and effect. This is the realm of effect. This is the realm of effect. You have everybody so obsessed with manifesting, right? That takes place in the causal plane because this, what we experience here, is all an after effect of what happens in the spirit world or what happens in the causal plane. You see what I'm saying? We're here to experience how things unfold. We're here to experience in a linear manner, in human form. You know what I'm saying? The effect of the causal plane of the spirit world. You see what I'm saying? Of the higher density realms. All right. That's why it's very important to get used to walking back up into your upper room, getting back used to operating from your throne, from your soul seat. You see what I'm saying? dusting off the dusting off the place. You see what I'm saying? Turning on the lights, cleaning up a little bit, getting back used to, you know what I'm saying, to things. All right, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. All right. Your mission is to trace this data stream and inject your commands directly into it. All right, the primary hack for today, primary hack is the secondary relay protocol. All right, the secondary relay protocol. You are learning to manipulate the simulations network by targeting relays and repeaters of your own energy signature. Establish a primary connection. Focus on any object in the simulation, a primary node. Okay, focus. Excuse me. Your attention uploads a data packet of your consciousness, your intent, and awareness into its code. You know what I'm saying? We was talking about the three rules of black magic. What is your intentions? People talking about my intentions are pure. My intentions are pure. You see what I'm saying? As long as you not operate from a place of wishing someone harm or worse, sickness or worse. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say the D word because my accounts is we be making content, we be shooting jumpers. Some of them be popping out the net. You know what I'm saying? That algorithm be algorithming. Do no harm. All right. Seek to compel no harm. Do not operate from a place where you would intend someone harm. Don't do that. Stop it. All right. We're not forcing, we're not compelling love. If you want to do love operations, my information, my inspiration to you is to create a loving environment. Create an environment or conducive to receiving love and giving love. Become a more loving individual. See what I'm saying? Shadow work is very important there. Control, issues with control. Issues with control is that third one. This includes dark psychology. This includes dark psychology. This includes setting traps for people physically. You see what I'm saying? Creating moments for people to get caught up, people to get fucked up. You know what I'm saying? You wishing harm of a less physical variety, but we was talking the other day about the warrior. Fire energy is masculine, just like the air energy is masculine. You know what I'm saying? If two people bang it out, two people have physical combat, one survive, one don't. That is a physical manifestation. You know what I'm saying? Very fiery manifestation of masculine energy. If you have one character that writes another character out of history and convinces those people, that character, that they don't have a history. No, your history is what I say. Your history is my story. What I have to say about what happened to you is now your history. That's a very airy, you know what I'm saying? A very airy masculine war. It's an air war. All right. So let's just be very mindful that our intentions aren't harmful, that they're not controlling, that they're not forcing people. Don't target people. Target a circumstance. Target yourself. Become the best you. Become the best you. Become the best you. Or zoom out and target the area. You know what I'm saying? Target the situation itself. All right. If you ask some of our elders, they'll say the only one real law of this world, of this universe, is free will. And when you strip someone of free will, you fucked up real bad. They didn't say all that. I'm adding some. I'm saying what they can't say. They fucked up real bad. You do not want to be out here attempting to destroy people's free will. You know what I'm saying? I understand you do what you gotta do when you're back to the wall, but your back shouldn't always be to the wall. All right. But that's really for beginners. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this stuff. What we could really begin asking is, do you have the spiritual team and the backing of the circumstances of your birth, the mansions and the heavens of the sky of your life to support what it is you're trying to do? Go with the flow of that. Go with the flow of that. Go with the flow of that. All right, let's continue. Okay. Trace the data propagation. All right. This imprinted node now becomes a relay. It broadcasts a filtered version of your data packet to its environment, affecting other elements, secondary nodes. All right. Your task is to perceive through logic, intuition, or direct data sense what is being transmitted and where it flows. All right. And this is very reminiscent of like, you know, how do you, you know what I'm saying, you gotta do like triage when it comes to like astral information, higher density information, you know what I'm saying? Like, how do you recognize the difference between astral travel, a remote view, and a dream, as opposed to thoughts and ideas and, you know, all those things. Time, time. You'll pick up on with some. I was talking about audio cues. You know what I'm saying? Some realms sound like bells. Some realms sound like bees. Some realms sound like oceans. You see what I'm saying? Some realms sound like static. You see what I'm saying? Other sensations will light up maybe your belly or you know what I'm saying, like your solar plexus. You know what I'm saying? Uh, it, yeah, you. It's all you. It's all you. It's all you. You just got to get used to it. You got to get your repetitions in. Got to get your repetitions in. Just like anything else, it's all about time spent. It's all about time spent. All right. Execute the cascade hack. All right. Now, concentrate on this propagating data stream, the secondary element, while holding your desired outcome in your mind. By targeting the echo of your interaction, we can pause right there. You can always spin back and fix it. You, I saw an article. I saw an article just today of scientists have now figured out that the future, the present, actually does impact the past. The present actually does impact the past. It was a bunch of crazy science words in there, but that's the long and short of it. You feel me? Holding on to your desired outcome in your mind by targeting the echo of your interaction. Like, yo, we're in a moment now. We're in a moment now. You know what I'm saying? You can fix it. Those no's is now yeses. Those no's is now yes. You can do your little rush down exercises of yourself, eyes open, looking like you in the gym working out whole time. You can be operating from your soul seat, spinning back to moments in your life. In your life. You see what I'm saying? Turn them no's into yeses. Turn them no's into yeses. You have the power. You can do all of it. You can do all of it. The no's is now yeses. And closed doors is now open windows. We didn't need that door because why I want to be somewhere that didn't want me in the first place. You want me now? I'm not so sure about that. I'm not so sure about that. Them no's is now yeses. We want the bigger and better things. We want what wants us. We want what wants us. You see what I'm saying? Vibrational matches. Are you a vibrational match for the bag? Are you a vibrational match for the bag? Like, yo, there is no such thing as a wasted experience. There is no such thing as a wasted experience. Keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. All right. By targeting the echo of your reaction, excuse me, by targeting the echo of your interaction, you insert your command into the simulation's core networking protocol, allowing your will to be executed through the system's own distribution channels. Okay. Code sequence input for the day. These are the codes to the matrix. This is our very special branch of numerology. We use two different codes. All right. Primary 7-digit code for the day is 1084321. Our secondary 9-digit code for today is 1943-21054. All right. Advanced consciousness expansion. This is like our extra credit portion. Okay. The source protocol. Your objective is to perceive the fundamental binaries of the system and achieve full synchronization with the source. We're talking about dipping back into the great spirit, going, you know what I'm saying, as far as we can back into the cosmic womb for restoration, traveling as far as you can in your light bodies into deep space and becoming like Superman and becoming like, you know what I'm saying, that archetype, you know what I'm saying, where you can be recharged by, you know, celestial bodies and the frequencies and vibrations and the lights that they give off, the radiation that they radiate benefits your flesh and your higher density cells and all them beautiful things. All right. We're gonna keep going. All right. Perceive excuse me, hold on. Your objective is to perceive the fundamental binaries of the system, all right, and achieve full synchronization of the source. Yeah, perceive the fundamental binaries. The sky implies the earth. The earth implies the sky. All right. What is below can be above. These are not opposites, but linked variables in a single system. Feel me? Like, yo, I had this wild experience, you know what I'm saying, in the ethers, late last year, maybe sometime last year, you know what I'm saying, because I do like to contemplate, like, okay, when it comes to the flat earthers, you see what I'm saying, I've heard a few very, you know what I'm saying, well-known figures in the community, and my big takeaway is they are right about a lot of things, you see what I'm saying. They say some things I don't agree with, but the things that I really accept is the fact that we are being lied to about quite a lot, right? And I was led through this experience where, you know, they're talking about the earth, excuse me, the ocean is really the sky, and whatever the case may be. And it was like, whenever you are, you know what I'm saying, out of your body, you know what I'm saying, you get to experience this realm in kind of like a 2D shape. It is more like a map than not, because when you are in the fourth dimension or higher, the dimensions below you become more simple. They become more simple. You know what I'm saying? If you ever doing the programming or even just like interacting with some of these apps, look at Google Earth. You looking at your phone. Your phone is a flat surface, and you can just bloop, spin the whole Earth around and say, boom, I'm gonna go right there. I'm gonna go right there. You see what I'm saying? So additionally, I began to see, like, okay, so the Earth did look a lot like the map. It looked a lot like some of the maps. See what I'm saying? Because it wasn't necessary for our planet to appear to me in that moment as a sphere, because I'm not in my body. So from there, I could perceive more of reality, because the Earth, I pick on this a lot. I'll be talking big shit sometimes, but the Earth was literally shaped like a Red Baron fucking French bread crust pizza. Like, I was like, oh shit, my fucking worst fear. Like, I'm joking, but like it would, and from there, so the Earth was in like a plane, and it branched down like a fucking petal on a tree. The Earth was like a leaf on a tree that connects to other versions of Earth as well as other realms. It was literally a tree. And the easiest way to go to them other realms was through the ocean. Was through the ocean. Because that's where them portals at. That's where those vortexes at. That's where those wormholes were at. Wormholes was like the branches of the tree. Okay, if this is the earth and this is the branch, the wormhole is literally the branch energetically. Energetically, it's gonna suck you in and pop you out somewhere else. So, you know, that was one. That was one. That was a big one. That was a big one. All right. They said the truth is stranger than fiction, ain't it? All right. The sky implies the earth implies the sky. What is below can be above. These are not opposites but linked variables in a single system. Understanding this dualistic source code is your key to the eternal server. Execute the spirit.exe. Walk the path of your core spirit, and you will find the resurrected. All right. Those who have transcended their base programming in that very directory. Apply the infinity patch. It's the next section. Apply the variable of infinity to your understanding of the world. Like, okay, so how many of us have seen that tarot card of the fool? The fool is zero. The fool is zero, right? And the fool, I'm thinking about the magician. The fool is zero. Zero is a sphere. The magician is one. The fool's going on a journey. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. We're talking about the cosmic moon. Anything can happen. But that one is a choice. That one is transmuted. In coding, they will call this a Boolean statement. 0, 1. 0s and 1, 1, 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0. These binary codes, this is the binary code for wealth. That's a whole nother technique. But the fact of the matter is, if 1 is yes and 0 is no, or excuse me, if 0 is yes and 1 is no. See what I'm saying? Booleans, yes, no, yes, no. Like, these is, again, modalities. You know what I'm saying? There's positive and a negative, some negative and a positive. You know what I'm saying? And it just continues to oscillate. It continues to oscillate. And from those, it takes this many ones and zeros. How many characters is this? 4, 8, 16, 24. Right? That's 48 ones and zeros. That's 48 ones and zeros combined, right? In binary code to create a 5-letter word that we call wealth. 48 ones and zeros of yes and no Boolean statements. Open and closed. Yes and no. Positive and negative. 41 interactions of 0 and 1 to create a 5-letter word that we call wealth. The truth is stranger than fiction, right? All right, so walk the path of your core spirit, and you will find the resurrected, those who have transcended their base programming in that very directory, right? That was the execute, the spirit.exe. We was talking about the avatar, the last airbender. See what I'm saying? Meditation, you know what I'm saying? Moments of very peak energy, you know what I'm saying? Moments of heightened awareness where you are ascending, you know what I'm saying, your baselines of normal perception, you know what I'm saying? And from there, he is able to access all the previous avatars, you know what I mean? For advice. He talked to his higher selves. They not existing in the same timeline as him. They not existing in the same frequency as him. He had to leave his physical body or steal his physical body enough to have another experience. All right. And from there, you can get you some wisdom, you can get some information. You can go into deep space right now and do all type of shit. I done seen planets made of nothing but diamond, nothing but diamond, just hanging out, being beautiful. Apply the infinity patch, okay? Apply the variable of infinity to your understanding of the world, okay? That's what I was getting at. You know what I'm saying? That magician, that's that Mercury energy. Right? The fool is 0. The magician is 1, but the magician has a figure 8 above his head. It's gonna pop up here. You know what I'm saying? There's some slides in here. There's some graphics in here that I was heavily inspired. I think it actually played while I was talking about it. When I looked, I had just missed it. But yeah, I was inspired by the tarot deck that I use for some of these graphics that I created. I mean, but yeah, we'll spin back to that possibly a little bit later. All right. Apply the infinity patch. Apply the variable of infinity to your understanding of the world. The world will then render as infinite. All right. This direct knowledge is what grants you administrative rights, identifying you as a co-creator. Okay, transmission continues. Again, this is Hack the Matrix 2026. Hack the Matrix 2026 is our Metaphysical Dayplanner. All right, our Metaphysical Dayplanner is a tool, a suite of techniques, and information, right? And we're going to be using. We're not doing New Year's resolutions no more. This is the shadow of the new year. We transmuting that shit, right? To consolidate our energy, to give form and body to our intentions, like fingers on the hand of become a fist, so that we may move on to begin to impact our world in a very effective way. Because Starts on the inside first, and eventually it's gonna come outside. Come outside and affect your world in a beautiful way. All right. The final directive for today is initiate source handshake. All right. The universe is not a distant server. Okay. Source is a local, accessible process. The universe is your ally. The source is close and radiates your love for your process. All right. Who really gonna fuck with you if you only pop out when you want something? These is all relationships. These is all relationships. Like, yo, these things are not going to do any more than you do. All right. I've been using these like caffeine lately. This is the Rune Sowilo. This is Red Jasper. They work very well together. Very masculine, very fiery energy. I've been using these like caffeine because all right. So I take some matcha, right? It's like some green powder. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly matcha. I've been gravitating away from caffeine, so I'm using matcha. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to have me a little pep up in the morning, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it's herbal, you know what I'm saying? Especially when it's herbal, but I'm very sensitive, you know what I'm saying? I haven't eaten meat, you know what I'm saying, in years. So, like, I've always been sensitive to caffeine. So it becomes, as much as I enjoy it, it becomes difficult for me to sleep with any amount of caffeine. So, like I said, one of my loved ones told me I'm gonna have to use all my shit this year. Another one of my loved ones told me you're gonna have to put all your shit on this year. Spiritual adulthood. The mastery of self is again the mastery of all things. Spiritual adulthood, the mastery of oneself is the beginning to the mastery of all things. I'm having to pull all my shit out. I be over here sitting on this stuff, sleeping on this stuff. You know what I'm saying? These relationships. These relationships. Who gonna mess with you when you only pop out when you want something? You know what I'm saying? So I'm being more regular again. I'm being more regular as I should have never stopped doing. You know what I'm saying? I use a amethyst. Man, I'm telling you, this amethyst hit me like melatonin. This amethyst be like, and it's not even just the amethyst. I have some regular ass purple quartz. If I can't find this, I will grab one of those. I got like 2 pieces of amethyst and like 3 pieces of purple quartz. It don't matter which one I grab at this point because now these are some more of my actual like most regular fetishes I use. You know what I'm saying? It's about regularity. You know what I'm saying? You upgrade the relationship. You know what I'm saying? You quantum entanglement, obsession. You see what I'm saying? Or I could just go to the drugstore. You know what I'm saying? Last time I checked, that melatonin shares a prefix with the word melanin. The last time I checked, that melatonin was crushed up pineal glands from medical waste from I think very, very, very young individuals. Let's just say that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this these be getting me together. These be so if I don't use any other crystals, excuse me, if I don't use any other crystals, I definitely been using them to go to sleep, but I will drink like well, not Red Bulls this year. You know, historically, I just love the taste of Red Bull, but I've really got Red Bulls this year. You know what I'm saying? But they got like the alus or whatever you call them, like 200 milligram herbal teas. You got the yerba mates, and all the joints, little canned drinks. Nickel and dime me. Whole time, I need to achieve self mastery. That's another way to get somebody about your pockets, get somebody about your energy. We being, you know, inspired from a very top down perspective, take actions that may not be in our best interest, that may not be in our best interest. See what I'm saying? There's always more to do. There's always some self analysis to do. There's always some self analysis to do. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's choose your destiny. Are you ready to level up? We're talking about Saturnian energy. Are you ready to for the next level? And what type of, you know what I'm saying, things that you might not like that can get you to your ideal reality? Or is you kind of cool where things are? You kind of cool with where things are. You know what I'm saying? There's probably a better way to say that, but let's keep going. All right. Final directive, initiate source handshake. Okay. The universe is not a distant server. Source is a local, accessible process. The universe is your ally. All right. Source is close and radiates love for your process. Extend your access request. Reach out. All right. Run co-creator.exe. All right. Create as the source creates. You are a creation of the universe, programmed with the inherent ability to create. Maintain open connection. Okay. Be transparent in your processes and consistent in your manifestations. All right. Somebody told me one time, I was probably like 20, 21, somewhere around there. You old enough for your wants. You old enough for your wants. You old enough for your wants. Like, yo, be consistent in your manifestations and live in harmony with this creative energy. All right. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. You can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. Let's get out of the past. Let's get out of the past. It's very hard to receive. It's very hard. It's very difficult to receive when you're holding on to things that don't serve you anymore. It's very difficult to receive if you're holding on to anything else. How you gonna receive what this big, beautiful life you think you want? This big, beautiful life you say you want. These big, beautiful things that you are so-called manifesting, but you holding on to something else. You're holding on to something else. All right. This information is very useful signs and wonders. You know what I'm saying? We're experiencing time in a very linear fashion. All right. These signs and wonders, these divinations, whether it be astrology, runes, tarot, it don't matter. Some wisdom from an elder, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to say some old hood wisdom, you know what I'm saying? With that too, you know what I'm saying? Stereotypes for a reason, just like celebrities for a reason. These is more modalities for us to, you know what I'm saying, divine our future, to contemplate our fate, you know what I'm saying, and pull information. That's what divination means, to pull information from a seemingly divine meaning. That's what divination means, right? Signs and wonders, all right? Run co-creator.exe. As the source creates, you are a creation of the universe, program with the inherent ability to create. Maintain open connection. Be transparent in your processes and consistent in your manifestations. Live in harmony with this creative energy. All right. System override. You have elevated privileges. All right. Correction to it. Everything you wish to debug can be debugged at any time. All right. So, you know what I'm saying? We talking about you can spin back. You can spin back and take the W. You can spin back and take the W. All them no's from the past is yeses now. All them doors that was closed is no longer need. We opening new doors. We opening windows. We are without restrictions. I don't want to be somewhere I'm not wanted anyway. I want what wants me back. I want what wants me back. See what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Top down perspective, our environment, and you know what I'm saying, forces that shall not be named at the moment may or may not be inspiring us to take actions to manifest through us what may not serve us, what may serve somebody else. See what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got to put all your shit on this year. You got to use everything you know this year. It's a beautiful year. I'm a fire tiger. Fire tigers are very well compatible with horses and dogs. Tigers are compatible in Chinese zodiac with horses and dogs. This is a fire horse year. All right. We done set them up to knock them down. We done set them up to knock them down. We done set them up to knock them down. I'm not self-sabotaging this year. I'm not self-sabotaging this year. See what I'm saying? We done came so far. We done went so hard for so long. Don't bitch down now. Let's keep going. All right. Maintain open connection. All right, we're gonna move on. System override. You have elevated privileges. Correction tool. Everything you wish to debug can be debugged now. That's right. This reminded me of an article. You know what I'm saying? There was an article, you know what I'm saying, and it was talking about how, oh yeah, scientists have revealed that time the now actually affects the past. The future affects the past. That shit doesn't time ain't timing like it used to. The future is affecting the past. You know what I'm saying? It was a lot more to it, a lot of sciencey words and shit, but just know that. Just know that. Modern day, you know what I'm saying, science is just going to further and further confirm and prove our indigenous practices of, you know what I'm saying, past. Our indigenous practices that have gone by the wayside, that have been, you know what I'm saying, that we picking back up. We're remembering who we used to be. We're remembering our lineage and what we're capable of and all these things. Science is just going to further confirm it because it's the truth. It's one of the big truths. It's one of the big true truths. All right. Creation tool. Remember, excuse me, everything you wish to compile can be compiled anywhere at your chosen timestamp. So yeah, you ever been denied something? Try that again now. Try that again now. Now you could even be like, you can be in the gym, working out, grind time, whatever the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You can still split off. You can still split off. You know what I'm saying? Revisit. This is shadow work. This is shadow work. It's okay to revisit it. You ever have a so-called bad dream? Go back in there and fuck that motherfucker up. Fuck him up. Fuck him up. You ever been in the dream world and shit get weird? Go back and reset it. Reset it. Reset that whole situation. Reset that whole situation. And whoop that ass. All right. This right here is a hydrogen bottle. Right. So it's about the cap. You charge the cap up. You know what I'm saying? You hit this button and it infuses your water with even more hydrogen. It's hydroelectrolysis. It fuses the water with hydrogen brown gas, right? So we be talking about H2O. You know what I'm saying? Y'all was laughing at my boy Yaki talking about some H3O. You know what I'm saying? I get it. It took me off guard too. You know what I'm saying? Then I followed this lady on IG and she was talking about, you know what I'm saying, some health stuff too. And it's just reminding me, you know what I'm saying, that scene from the Matrix where Morpheus leaned in and he was like, do you really think that's air you're breathing? Makes perfect sense. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about H2O. All right. Hydrogen. That's two molecules to that bonded to a molecule of oxygen. Right. So you mean to tell me that this fluid that we call water, we don't really need that to survive? We drink that because it carries the molecules of hydrogen and the molecules of oxygen. But it doesn't necessarily have to be in water form. You see what I'm saying? We just absorbing that. We just absorbing that. You see that documentary about that breatharian guy? You know what I'm saying? And a lot of we talking about monks a lot lately too. Monks can go long periods of time without eating. And a lot of them might tell you. Some of them might tell you. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things that could be gained through food could also be gained through incense, depending on the quality of the incense. If it's extremely high quality incense, you can inhale that. Now you're receiving those particles. You're receiving those elements straight through your nose, straight through your lungs. You see what I'm saying? And then you really think that's air you breathing. This air is oxygen. You see what I'm saying? This air is oxygen, right? So that's consciousness. That's the ether. We're breathing in the ether. See what I'm saying? And these is all just, you know what I'm saying, water, H2O. I think Yaki was talking about how watermelon is red because that's the magnesium in the water. Ginger is yellow because that's the zinc in the ginger. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, now we're looking at colors. We're looking at colors. I was looking at Shorty doing some divination the other day. She's like, oh, snap, I can't find my nah, this might have been a TikTok. She was like, I couldn't find this crystal I was looking for. So I pulled up a picture of it on Google. And it was a healing crystal. And she was like, I couldn't find my crystal. So I pulled up a picture on Google and I pointed it at someone that needed healing, and boom, it started taking effect. So that's why, you know what I'm saying? Again, I was talking about jumping back in, you know what I'm saying, getting back regular. with my modalities, with my crystals. I'm having upper crystals and downers crystals. Crystals to help me sleep, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the case may be, just like you don't got to brag about it or whatever. It's just like, you know what I'm saying, relationships. Jump back in. It's all you, it's all there for you. You know what I'm saying? These is just like energy, plasma, flash frozen, slow down. You know what I'm saying? So you can work with them very easily in that modality. You see what I'm saying? All right, so I hope my audio is cool. I was trying to pull my stuff up, you know what I'm saying, to check on my audio, but okay, here we go. What's up, y'all? Peace, property, prosperity, all right? Yeah, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. All right. You are the one the universe has always seen in its code. You are the one who can ensure this creative legacy is forever compiled into the infinity you now perceive. The source is present in your core code, and it is the same one executing functions through you in every action. How I be saying it? We are the means by which divinity has access to this physical plane. Okay? Initiate handshake. The universe will bring harmony to your entire system. All right. Let's keep going. All right. So from there, you know what I'm saying? I drug it out, of course, but I just, I'm not using big words. People say some I've had, all right, it was just some toxic person that was in my life for a period of time who was like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you think you smart, or you think you this, or you think that. The whole time I'm just like, I said what I said. I use the words I use for a reason. I'm being concise. I'm being concise, so you can't take my words and twist them. I'm being concise to reduce the amount of chaos that comes to receiving these waves that is emitting off me through my voice and otherwise. All right. So ain't nobody gonna do it like I'm doing it. I'm not saying I'm the best, but ain't nobody gonna do it like I'm doing it. I'm gonna put my stank on it. My stank on it. I'm gonna do my shit while I do my little shit. All right. Let's keep going. So, divination for today. What should I focus on tomorrow? What time is it? I'm on the West Coast, man. I'm on the West Coast. So, my computer says 2. My tablet says 11. All right. So, I thought I was on Mountain Time. I ain't gonna hold you. All right. So, I'm gonna draw up my pentagrams, and that's for today. All right. So, we're gonna start off with a collective reading. Okay. Got 5 pentagrams. If my lights start cutting out, then I'll just taper it on off here. But let's talk about it. All right. Performance of the psychic energies, okay, surrounding our target. Target is the collective and also the bag. All right. Financially, what's going on with the collective? What's preventing, if anything, from us getting the bag? Starting with our psychic energy. The psychic energy surrounding the collective is our own ingwaz, okay? Solitude, potential, all right? Potential, but also the right use of isolation, all right? And we've got the rune Isar for conflicts, conflicts, restrictions, and bonding, all right? So it seems like there is some fuckery going on in the collective as usual, and the foundation of that fuckery is of the occult variety. All right, it's a lot going on about our Venezuela. We talked about that a little bit last night. All right, so what are the thoughts? Okay, and communicative energy surrounding our collective at this time. Okay, all right, so we are trying to get some understanding. Trying to get some understanding about the situation. That's what we're doing right now. That's why we do what we do. We need these signs and wonders to help us, let us know, is there anything that we might really need to know on our journey from point A to point B. All right. And it's looking like the energy is of the wait and see variety. But we're gonna wait and see for that perfect opportunity to strike while the hammer's hot. Because a lot of times it's some crazy plays getting let off whenever things seem to be the most chaotic. And you could argue things are chaotic for someone to benefit from. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was talking the other day about the government being a narcissist. And if you know what I'm saying, could sit the government or someone very symbolic of the government and put them in an MRI and see that abuser and their abusee in a relationship, you know what I'm saying, and just kind of scan the ways that come off them when they are receiving information, you know what I'm saying, of the abuse transpiring, it will be very symbolic and very similar to, you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna just keep it going, man. But yeah, wait and see energy. Wait and see energy. The abusers create chaos to further abuse and get away with it. You see what I'm saying? Like they don't want you looking at the left hand. They want you to look at the left hand so you can't look at the right. All right, because if you're looking at the left, you don't know what the right doing. You know what I'm saying? If it's all, you know what I'm saying? So it's all smoke and mirrors. It's all smoke and mirrors. Keep your wits about you. Keep your wits about you. There's something coming up. There's something coming up. We're gonna see tomorrow. Crazy news tomorrow. There's something coming up that's gonna clarify some things for the collective. All right. Now we're gonna move on to our fire. All right. The memes was awesome today. They brought out them Chappelle show joints. Or I seen that Childish Gambino, This Is America AI video with the orange man instead of Childish Gambino, Donald Glover. Shit, I'm weak, bro. All right, so we're gonna start off with our air signs, our air dominance today. All right. What is the psychic energy surrounding our air dominance? Okay. For the collective, we had a potential. All right. For air dominance. And this is the energy let's see, of Jibo, relationships. All right. For this one, it's also like work. See what I'm saying? Work. All right. For our next room in the position of conflicts, restrictions, and bonding. All right. We've got the energy of the sun, of action. All right. So again, that could also be indicative of weather. Okay. And I hit some snow today, right? I'm on the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? Tomorrow, excuse me, foundation for the energetic situation in this case is putting in work and not really getting back out what you put in to the degree you put it in. Okay. And moving right along. Yeah, I'm going rush these, you feel me? But it don't matter for real because what will be will be. All right. We've got lagoons for the thoughts and communications. It's like it's telling me about the live stream right now because I'm doing the energy of the day. All right. But I want you I really like doing this way because you can really see, you know what I'm saying? You got the room of joy for the resolution for the day. All right. We got joy, but that's also success in many other aspects of life, but especially people. You know what I'm saying? And combine that with the clarity. It's gonna be some very, very powerful energy. All right, so again, we're doing water now. Got Issa. All right. So when you see Issa, it's telling us to wait, pause. Let's be very mindful. All right. Let's proceed with our wits about us with some caution for real. You see what I'm saying? Got the room, Yetta. Okay. Yetta is like Jera. Jera is like the year. All right. We talking about cycles. We talking about seasons. All right. We talking about temporary energy, temporary cyclical energy. See what I'm saying? That is going to be that was going to be something that came up. I know you know, so I'm air and water dominance. I was revisiting some old things, doing some shadow work today. I actually had an experience when I woke up this morning and put it into my dream journal. You know what I mean? It was some very shadow work things. You know what I'm saying? I found myself in like like a cathedral type situation. You know what I'm saying? I'm just in there kind of enjoying the vibes, and in front of me there's a guy on a sitting on a pew, and he's, you know what I'm saying, arm up on the pew, looking back, talking to me. He's like, hey, you know what I'm saying, how you folks, how this, how that, you know, whatever, whatever, whatever. And he just kept asking me question after question after question. You know what I'm saying? And it felt like a relative that I never met before. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it was a very powerful. It was not anything that I called up. You know what I'm saying? And but you know, when you do so much protective work, for real, you begin to really understand the partition that is up, and how, you know what I'm saying, pretty much only energies that can benefit you can get through to you, and it is for a reason. They have messages for you. You know what I'm saying? And then whenever we really, really ascending, you know what I'm saying, your slaughter, your experience with slaughter is gonna oscillate. You know what I'm saying? Quite a lot when you transition into, you know what I'm saying, your sleep phase. How things resolve, excuse me. So the foundation for the water dominance today was Kenas, all right? Information, information, information. All right. And the thoughts and communications that was concerning a water dominance today was of the judgment variety. All right. There is justice. There is justice. There is justice. All right. In the past, you might have been wronged. Okay. But it's going to be righted. It's going to be righted. It's going to be righted. This is confirmation that your wrongs, the wrongs that have been committed against you, will be righted. All right. Be mindful. Be clear. Be cautious. Be selective. All right. We're going to go into some blissful solitude. Doesn't have to be for a long time, but you know, it's a lot of wait and see energy. A lot of wait and see energy. But we're not really waiting. All right, we're using our downtime in a very beneficial way. Okay, let's get into our earth sign. What is the psychic energies? All right, what is the psychic energies surrounding our earth dominance? Okay, so we got Laguz. We got Laguz. Laguz is the water. Laguz is abundance. All right, it's chaotic abundance. All right. So, hey man, I could say a few things, but I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? I want to be clear, right? But that's literally what it's symbolic of. I had to fight myself not to, you know what I'm saying, just spew out some harmful bullshit, because you know I've had some experience with Earths in the past that I didn't find very enjoyable in some moments, that I'm still processing. I'm still having to do work to let go. And again, 12th house, I have a 12th house moon in Aquarius. For me, this is very healing. You know what I'm saying? Um, I get to work on my throat chakra. I get to work on, you know what I'm saying, my Chiron. You see what I'm saying? And I get to, you know what I'm saying, get in touch with my feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because the 12th house moon is amazing, but it's in Aquarius. So these things may evade me, but I appreciate, you know what I'm saying, the opportunity to do this kind of work. But again, it is what I'm here to do. This was inevitable. It is just like I was channeling. The point of that was I'm literally channeling what it is I'm describing in real time. You know what I'm saying? I became, for a brief moment there, what the earth was experiencing psychically. All right. So binding restrictions. All right. Uh yeah, yeah, yeah. Your relationships, these earths, it seems like maybe you had a hard time today. Maybe you had a hard time today. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really blaming this on the news. You know what I'm saying? The world affairs. You know what I mean? We will do better on tomorrow. All right. Let's make sure we are pouring out cuts of beauty. You know what I'm saying? rating, we vibrating high. All right, we vibrating high. All right, but again, you also put in some work today, and it was reciprocated. It was reciprocated because the foundation was, you know what I'm saying, was to see the potential. You know what I mean? And you, that was see the potential, you really are pushing for the best outcome. The way you go about it is, you know what I'm saying, definitely going to be effective. Be a very big, you know what I'm saying, effect on how it actually manifests in the end for you. You know what I'm saying? So remember our three rules of black magic. We are not compelling harm. We are not compelling control. We are not forcing love. Be very mindful of these things. That is actually what I'm trying to say. That is actually what I'm trying to say. All right. Manipulative. All right. So yeah, this one came out in reverse, but again, you know what I'm saying? This rune serves to confirm the runes around it, but the way it came out, you know what I'm saying? Let's make sure that we're not backbiting for real. All right, we're not backbiting. We don't have to do all of that. Like, be the change that you want to see. I'm not here to beat nobody up. Be the change you want to see. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you catch more flies with honey. And it's not about catching flies with honey, but it's a little cute analogy. All right. Compel the situation and manifest yourself. Manifest your highest self. Manifest your highest self. Become the best version of you. That's the quickest way. That's the quickest way. Like, you are the portal. You are the wormhole. All right. Collapse these realities, and the one that you desire will appear, will be more accessible very quickly. You know what I'm saying? Healing. You got to quantum healing. Quantum healing. This is bigger than this is bigger than money. This is bigger than money. This is bigger than money. All right. Like, yo, become the weed, become the mushroom, become the gummies, become the edibles. Right? You don't need that shit. You see what I'm saying? I'm not saying like you can't relax and have a good time or whatever the case may be, but I'm just like, yo, this stuff ain't the stuff it used to be 5, 10 years ago. All right. So we're talking about our fire dominance now. All right. What is the psychic energy surrounding our fire dominance? All right. It's about canaz. It's about canaz. All right. So your heart is being very creative right now. All right. You are very fiery. You are very fiery. Okay. But your fire may not be reciprocated. Okay. Fire may not be reciprocated. Sometimes it's like when I get this one, it's like, yo, I did something I shouldn't have did, but not in a bad way. It's just like maybe I I worked all day. I worked an 8 hour day when I should have got off early and went to the gym. See what I'm saying? It's just like it's a small thing. It's a small thing. It's just like if you're gonna make the same money regardless, take the time and do some self-care. Take the time and do some self-care. All right. But what is the foundation for our situation with the energy surrounding our fire right now? All right. So yeah, you just doing any damn thing, and that's cool, man. That's cool, man. You just doing whatever. You just doing whatever, right? But hey, ain't nothing like motion. Ain't nothing like motion. That's what I can say. Ain't nothing like motion. And you got motion, or you want some motion, then you about to have some motion, right? What are the thoughts and communications surrounding our fire dominance today? All right. So in this position, right, you are doing a lot of networking. You're doing a lot of networking, right? So you finna have your way. You finna have your way, right? How do things resolve for our dominance? All right. Here we've got the aurochs. All right. And again, that is another very fiery energy. All right. So you have big plans. You have big plans. All right. You've got things are gonna be moving. Things gonna be moving. That's you receiving the motion that you wanted. All right. So again, choose your destiny. You know what I'm saying? We out here, we doing the things at the Matrix 2026. And yeah, that's what the platform. That's what the platform. We out here. All right. Divine honors, peace, power, and prosperity.